Welcome to the Formal Writing Masterclass. I'm here to help you become an expert in the skills necessary to excel in modern, communications-driven workplaces. You'll grow to understand through signing up for this course the requirements of formal writing and being able to produce the documents that will help you succeed. Whatever level you're at, you'll find useful tips to make further progress, especially if you, for example, don't have a clue how to use subheadings or topic sentences, homophones, or apostrophes. The focus will be on improving key skills, enabling you to create excellent reports, essays and letters. As a special bonus, I'll also show you how to decode the art of persuasion and write convincingly. I'm a college lecturer with many years teaching experience and passionate about perfecting the skills required to master formal writing. This is a comprehensive course covering choosing vocabulary to maximize effectiveness, tailoring structure to strengthen impact, crafting layout to enhance readability, and writing accurately using correct spelling, punctuation, and grammar. I also believe in and promote active learning. That means that education works best when our brain is fully engaged. We find this across all the research that's been done. So taking notes, discussing ideas, putting what we learned as principles into actual practice, all these things mean we retain the most information. And that's what active learning is all about. So the materials in the course that I've produced are designed to keep you switched on. But maybe you're asking, why do I need to know about formal writing? Well, the evidence unfortunately suggests that many struggle to write properly. For example, employer surveys, awful applications and hard-hitting reports. And we'll take a few moments just to look at some examples because it is important to understand the nature of the challenge. So employer surveys, I come from the United Kingdom and the British Chamber of Commerce questioned 3,000 firms back in October 2014, and as with previous surveys they found that 90% believed school leavers were not ready for employment. In fact, more than 50% thought young people lacked basic skills like communication. So there's clearly a need that's being recognised by employers for individuals to improve their core skills. But it's not just surveys like that, it's also the evidence of awful applications submitted to companies. In this case, it was the Cambridge electronic firm, the Prima Group, back in August 2011, and they reported applications that were littered with spelling and punctuation mistakes. They made little or no sense. There were jobs available, but candidates not suitable. For example, as you can see with the example on the screen, one applicant didn't even know how to use capital letters properly, which is a really shocking indictment of our education system. Then there was this hard-hitting report which concluded in 2009 that almost 1 million Scots were unable to read and write properly, and that's the Literacy Commission, and they looked at a lot of evidence on this subject and came to that frankly shocking conclusion. The problem is that schools focus much more on literature, on Shakespeare, on poetry, when actually the skills that young people will need in the workplace are of course formal writing, reports, essays, letters. So what about your life? Where else do we use literacy and why does it matter that we can write properly? Well, maybe you want to craft a letter to a politician raising an important local issue, or maybe a complaint to the council. Maybe there's something that needs to be sorted on your street or on your walk to work. Perhaps you're preparing a wedding speech. Many of the same skills that you learn in formal writing will help you with any kind of writing, and certainly a wedding speech is an important occasion, one you want to prepare for properly. But that's just a few examples of the many instances where formal writing and the skills that you will learn in this course would be of real use. So we're judged by our words. What we say, what we write makes a big first impression, and your challenge is to make sure that first impression is as powerful and positive as possible. We also live in a world of information overload. It's estimated that there's nearly 1 billion websites and 130 million books worldwide. Now, very difficult thing to pin a number on precisely. I'm sure those numbers fluctuate quite a bit, but you get the point. There's a real challenge amongst this deluge of data to express your ideas compellingly and in a way that will capture people's attention and will make them sit up and notice. So, a little bit more about who I am. I have many years experience as a college lecturer. In fact, I think I'm coming up to about 10 years experience as a teacher, and I trained at Glasgow University. I completed a history and English literature degree, so very much essay driven course, and then went to Strathclyde University in Scotland in Glasgow to study a PGDE, which was for secondary teaching. Eventually found that I was better suited to a college environment, and that's where I've been for the last 7 years. Now, I'm passionate about perfecting the skills that would be required for anyone to master formal writing. I've put together this course because I see there's a need, and I hope you agree with me and want to find out more. So, where can you discover more? Well, I've put some free previews of my lessons on Udemy. There's the website there. It's a masterclass in formal writing. Of course, there is a small fee, but to be honest, the cost you're paying is about a tenner. It's very, very reasonable considering the quantity and quality of the lessons that you'll receive and the depth of information and lessons that I've drawn together for you. So please do check this out, and thank you very much for listening.